Hello, this is your chaplain, Eric Kieselbaugh with Shepherd Care, spending a few moments today talking about how to find Mr. or Miss Right. There's a line from a country music song that talks about looking for love in all the wrong places. Unfortunately, that is so common today. The results also are so common. Let's look at the math. Me plus the wrong person at the wrong time equals big trouble. This subject is very important and hundreds of books have been written about it. People continue to struggle in their search for Mr. and Miss Right. Here are some well-meaning, practical advice. First things first, I would say it all starts with a faith relationship, and as I would encourage a relationship with Jesus. A correct understanding of the basic problem is that every life has to deal with sin, and sin distorts and corrupts, and if we bring the right person into a messed up life, it's wrong. And so once we have that sorted, then we can go to the next place. As the life gets on track, we establish our priorities. This period may take a little time, as normally a person needs to get some understanding about how to live a Christian life, a God-honoring life. And this source of instruction is the Bible, and the place is a healthy local church. A church is like a bucket of apples. Sure, there may be some bad apples in the bucket, but there are many more good apples that people would find there than other random places. And so what not to look for in a person? The vast majority of people follow a path looking for a mate that starts like this. Physical, how do they look? Emotional, it feels good. We have common interests. They have money. They make me laugh. Maybe we should live together and try things out to see if we are compatible. Try a matchmaking connection and cross their fingers. Following these steps can lead to many heartbreaks. Rarely does it go deeper to a spiritual level, and if it does, it's usually only as deep as finding out that where their religious affiliation, or determining where to get married, or asking God to bless something that is already broken. This foundation of the relationship is based more on the aspects of people have that are subject to change. So I would say a place to start is, if there is a Christian, they're concerned about character and virtue, then the guidelines should be different. The place should be opposite from the list I just shared. We're going to start with the spiritual. Both people share a deep commitment and mutual faith in Jesus Christ, and this is rooted in eternity. Then they look at the emotional, living from the heart with compatibility, security, shared values, and character. And then physical, more than just the physical appearance. Intimacy is only enjoyed after the marriage. Following these steps helps ensure finding a person that shares a common, solid foundation, both for sharing fulfillment and to face life's many challenges that can wreck many relationships. Also, following these steps brings God into the marriage instead of trying to stuff into something that is already broken. And the Lord specializes in restoring broken things. It just saves a lot of pain by doing things God's way the first time. So God's math, as opposed to the world's math in the first section that I read, God's math promises better results. Me plus the right person, we would say God's will, in the right time, we would say God's time, equals something beautiful. God's will and God's timing is beautiful. So God's way is not always easy, but he does give grace, and his promises are always true. If something is worth doing, it is worth doing right. Again, if something is worth doing, it's worth doing right. So which way will you choose? You take care.